Hey, everybody, it's Dr.J, Kamal, and Spikes. We're live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is okay. More than okay. Pretty nice day.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Andrew is thinking we at some point you can step in front of SMCI and get hit like a freight train.
Yeah, right.
Would you get in front of SMCI and short it? I wouldn't.
I wouldn't short it.
I think 2000 is possible, by the end of the
Wow.
year.
2000 is a lot. That's a lot of market share. I mean, when do companies have like market shares that compete with it's,
Well, the thing is, the competition is IBM, Dell, and HPE, and,
right?
and all of them. It's it's servers is it's not their primary business. You're getting a pure play on SMCI on
Gotcha.
AI.
Might be worth looking at IBM just to see if there's any like. I mean,
Yeah,
I've been in it for the longest
Dell,
time.
Dell,
It was
Dell,
a lot of play. I thought.
Dell is selling servers like they're going out of business, like going out of style as well.
So Dell might even be better because I'm looking at IBM. IBM's been staying in the same range for the longest time.
It'll break north. Give it a little time. I mean, the market is due for a little correction. We haven't really
Yeah,
had.
Yeah, Andrew's right. Andrew said he's riding IBM with us.
I think 3 to 5% was the biggest correction we had in the last 4 months.
Right.
And if you recall, I told you guys on the air, all we're going to see are 3 to 5% corrections.
Yeah, these little corrections, nothing major.
But now I'm saying enough time has passed that we're due for a 10%.
Well, Professor Omar seems to be changing his tune these days.
He changes his tune a lot.
In terms of really waiting for that big hit.
Yeah, he thinks it's coming, but
Does he still think it's coming? That the stuff I read from makes him think that we may have avoided that.
I don't think we avoided it.
I don't think so either. I'm betting as if we didn't.
I don't know if we're going to get a 50% hit, but I think we're going to get a big hit. The thing is, from what level? From 550 or from 600?
That's a good point, Andrew.
What'd he say?
He says that as technical analysts, we tend to change our opinion based on what the curves show us.
That's true. I changed my mind a lot based on the chart. What I thought was a good buy was Kamal. I'm trying to shut the heater. Let me see if I can. I thought Kamal's Apple was a good pickup.
Right.
Based on the chart, but it broke support. So
yes.
if it breaks support,
Yeah, I've been hearing slightly bullish stuff about Apple, which I think is sort of silly overall. But
not silly. Apple is tight.
I guess they got hit with a fine, and I guess people are still thinking that a headset is expensive.
My son-in-law bought himself an Apple Vision Pro.
Is
He
he out of the cyberspace yet, or is he still away?
He claims he's using it for work.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe him.
It said he held steady. Andrew was saying that. Andrew was saying that we were good with Amazon even down at the 120s, and I agree with that. We were.
We've had some amazing calls over the last 15 months.
Yes.
Well, my favorite was Lilly and IBM.
Yeah, you made a couple of really good picks. Kamal had a few really good ones. I had some really good ones.
You had a lot of them. I mean, you were the one who gave us SMCI. We didn't even know about that one.
Right, SMCI got in pretty early. I think my average was under 3. So that's pretty good. It's a four bagger, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you could have picked it up under 100, but who knew?
Oh no! By the time you started talking about it, though, there was still plenty of upside potential.
Yeah, I think the beginning of the year was 285.
And nobody's going to complain about your
Professor
MicroStrategy.
Spike, what was the price on January 2nd of SMCI? About 280? I think it was under 300. Kamal and I both made it one of our 5 best picks of the year.
That's right. It was around 300 at the beginning of the year.
A little under, I think.
Well, yeah, if you want to be explicit, it was 280 on the 3rd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And somebody texted me, one of the viewers, where did I think it was going when I made it one of my 5 best picks? I said, I'm not sure where it's going, but it's going to be over 400. That was a very.
And Andrew's hoping we make one of those too. Me too. Are you still in tandem, Kamal? You still in tandem? I am. I'm just taking the ride.
I did a lot of selling of some of the weeds growing in my garden.
My ride is stalling.
I sold QUB.
Oh, you did? You got out of D-Wave?
I sold QBTS and I sold ionq.
Both of them?
All 3 of them. Too early. I think I was just too early.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going in slow. Because I know we're going to take some hits first.
QBTS, I still have QBTS. I sold everything else.
Yeah, because D-Wave took a hit today, didn't it? I'm taking a look. Yeah, D-Wave is on a downtrend. It's down to 143 from a high of 2 and change.
Yeah, look, I just didn't feel like sitting with holding any bags. Now I'm looking with a suspicious eye at Apple and Google. I never thought I'd even consider selling them, but I'm giving some thought to at least hedging on both of them. Whether I buy puts or sell calls.
How far do you think Apple will go down?
I'm going to chart that because
definitely chart Apple for us.
I think it could go significantly lower. That's the problem.
So that means U's going to follow?
What?
Unity. Is it going to follow?
I sold that as well.
Yeah, I'm still in that one.
I only own like 24 stocks.
Wow.
I'll show you what I own, actually.
Very disciplined, my friend.
Well, I wanted to get a little leaner and a little meaner. But
he's moving everything into mstr and SMCR.
I'm raising too much cash. I'm almost in a position where I'm anticipating the 10% correction.
Oh, so you're in a lot of cash?
Yeah, a lot of cash. That's what happens when you sell Amazon, a good portion of Amazon. I sold, like I said, all the quantum plays. I sold originally SMCI for $1,000, bought it back. But I didn't buy back as much as I had. All right, anyway, let's go into the charts. We'll chart a few things. I listed too many things, so we'll just pick and choose a few.
Actually, no, your list is pretty meager compared to the stuff we've been talking about.
Yeah. I heard a joke on the YouTube video, the one that talked about Elon suing Sam Altman and OpenAI. The lawyer that was on was discussing the legitimate legalities of a breach of contract. He was explaining that. He told a joke first. He said, "How is a herd of buffaloes different than a lawyer?" Any idea? You don't know? Come on. A lawyer charges more.
Wow. They said, there's another one says, what's the difference between a lawyer and a bucket full of crap?
What is it?
The bucket.
The bucket.
The bucket. That's cute.
That one is actually better. But there's about 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 lawyer jokes.
Right.
They're a butt of a lot of jokes, but they got the last laugh
They
because
do indeed, don't they?
They say, what's the difference between a dead lawyer on the road and a roadkill?
a good lawyer and a what?
No, like the difference between a roadkill and a dead lawyer on the road.
I don't know. What's the difference?
Where there's a roadkill, there is skid marks.
Uh-huh. Very good.
Very cute.
All right. So stocks retreat from records as Bitcoin roars towards new highs. Yeah, MicroStrategy, I'm making a lot of money, but I'm selling it off slowly. I haven't sold any of my iBit, but I sold 15% of my MicroStrategy. I sold again all of my quantum stuff. I sold all of my Unity. So I got a lot of cash now.
Yeah. Sounds it.
What should we look at first? SPY?
Might as well look at more globally. IWM is starting to moderate.
Oh, there's one thing that I bought today. That's what I bought.
Which one?
IWM.
Oh, you bought some IWM at 205?
I did. I'm guilty as charged.
All right. Well, you have to put your money where your mouth is. You said that's going to 220 very soon, if not 240.
240.
Right.
At that point, we're over. If it gets there before the correction, well, you got to go short.
Right.
Well, you don't have to go short.
I'm actually out for now.
You have to be very careful allocating your money. You always have to be very careful.
Yeah, indeed.
We're still in this, we're still in this channel. And we're towards the upper end of the channel. It's going quite well. I mean, I don't like this candle today, though. Do you? I hate that candle. I hate these gravestone dojis after a long upward movement. Do we have any others that failed to go down on it? Yeah, we had a few others. But this one, you could keep your eyes open on for tomorrow. Might get follow-up weakness just on that one candle alone. I could see some follow-up weakness. I tightened the
well, that shows the bounce then, when you put it that way.
Tightened the channel.
Yeah.
So we could get a little sell-off. Maybe it's a 3 to 5%. Maybe the beginning of a 10%. 10% would take us down to 460. Is that right? Yeah. So actually, right about here, which is support. This low from 1/5/2024, this low of 466 could be a target if we get a big correction now. I don't know what would cause it right now, but hey, you never know.
And that's only what? That's only a 10% correction?
I'm expecting something like a 10% correction.
Interesting. That you get that much gap off of 10%.
At some point, this year. Because just the timing alone, on average, I think we get at least one per year, at least one.
Yeah, usually it happens in February, I guess, except for the COVID one happened in March.
Yeah. So 10% is not.
Last year's happened in February.
That's like nothing compared to what we had. What did we have from 480 to 348? We had 130 point correction off of 480. That's 20. What is that? 25%? I don't know. Whatever it is. But I'm not talking 20%. That's bear market. I'm talking 10%, which is typical of what
a little correction in a broader.
We've gone up for so long, basically straight up with no 10% correction. for a long time now. So just on timing, I think we're kind of overdue. I'm not saying tomorrow.
Right. Just like the big one in California.
No, I think the big one in California hopefully, happens many generations from now. Not nowhere soon. This will happen, within a year. 10% sometime this year. But if it happens off of 550 number, then it doesn't sound as bad, right? It takes us to 495.
Very good point.
So it depends when it happens. It's very possible that the spiders can continue on up to about 545. 545 is a number I've been talking about. It's like a 50% fib extension. So that's the number. And if you take off 15 points from that, that's 530. That would be roughly to 38.2% extension, and the 61.8 would be about 560. So I think somewhere between 530 and 560, we will probably turn around and go down 10%. But probably not yet. I don't think it started yet, but you never know.
I hope it's not soon.
You never know.
Do you have more bailing out to do before that? Come on.
Yes.
Well, I'm raising cash in anticipation of the correction. And if I'm smart enough, I'll reduce enough to be able to come back in 10% down come back and buy like crazy. Because I don't think we're getting more than a 10% correction yet. Eventually, you'll get your 40% correction, but probably not this year. So that's how, it's maybe 2015, we run out of steam, but our economy is too good. We're in a presidential year. Unless there's some really black swan event where it's not going to happen. I mean, basically, a crash is always a black swan event. So I guess you have to forecast that in your thinking. And what I mean by a crash is that you get your 40% in 3 days or something.
Right. Yeah, it's got to be some sort of weird externality for that to happen.
Right, but right now we have a itsy bitsy indicator of a follow through on the downside. Maybe we follow through to about this 503 level. I think we continue with small pullbacks at this point. Nothing major yet that I see on the horizon. So here's what I see. Probably in this vicinity, right here, where I drew the line. Maybe we pull back to 503, which is nothing, right? Minor. Very minor. It's an area where you have support from the previous high, and you also have a hit on the downside. So you have 3 substantial hits at 503. I like that area for a little pullback. All right. What else?
IWM.
I bought some today because I'm in so much cash. I wanted to put some to use. So I paid probably for 206 and change, and went down lower. So looks like I made a poor move already.
I don't know. Well, like you said, it depends on when it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't like it's going to be seeing the 170s again for a little while.
It
Anyway.
looks like it closed right at support. I drew the line at the previous high. Looks like it closed right there.
That may very well be the new floor.
Could be. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I was thinking around 190, but it doesn't look like we've seen that.
How about BioDrug?
XBI overall.
I
That has not been too disappointing if you look up there. I mean, yeah, it's been wavering, but at least it's wavering at the top of the range.
yes, it's been testing the top and it can't go through it though. It needs a push. Come on, we've got to give it a push.
Well, maybe CRISPR will finally cure something.
CRISPR did cure something, beta thalassemia and probably sickle cell.
Well, not in a way that made them any kind of money.
It does look like it needs some kind of a push to get through that 103.5. Sold off today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't get. I'm not convinced. On BioDrug. In fact, I sold half my ibrx for no reason. I was up on it. It's not like I sold it because I was down, but I just didn't. I wanted to half my bet because I figured it's a coin flip. I didn't want to make a big bet on the approval or the PDUFA approval for bladder cancer drug. So I sold half IBRF. Again, for those of you who care, I sold all my quantum computer junk, ionq, QBUT, QBTS. Sold it all. Added to IWM. Did not buy XBI. Still do not own that one.
Do you want to take a look at Tandem if we're going to be doing some speculative?
You want my belly to get upset? Do you want me to look at?
No, I mean the whole point is that it's still part of the conversation, and even Andrew mentioned it.
It had a nice pop today. Looks good. Let it get through this level. I might even buy some.
I didn't even see that. Look at that. It looks like it might be breaking that.
Yeah, I mean, if it gets through that level, there's no double top here, then it's going to run. Let's see where to. Getting excited. Probably shouldn't get too excited. It's got to get through, 36.82. But that's a nice 50%.
I mean, are we waiting for like good news for this thing? I mean,
I have no idea. Andrew's a fundamentals guy. 36.82. All right, look, if it gets through the resistance now, it'll probably run up there. You can make 5 points on 31. That's not a bad pop, right?
no, that's what, about 15%. Not bad.
I mean, it's not an SMCI, but what is? The chart is.
We're not going to find the next one today.
The chart on Tandem is interesting. Does it have enough oomph to get through the resistance there?
Andrew still doesn't like the fundamentals on Tandem.
Well, then probably shouldn't be in it.
Then you're right. Then you should just wait for that little pop to the next line.
Yeah, it takes. If you want, or just go out, one or the other.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even be even there, so I'm not getting out.
Well, but of course, our opinions are strictly our own, and I'm not in the stock, so I'm an outsider looking in. And what do I know? Just the chart suggests a move to 36.82 is possible, but it's got to get through the 31 area, which is not that easy to do. It could just be forming a double or triple high.
So you're at a DermTech. You're at a DermTech also.
DermTech I got rid of as well. I only own Sava, the only bio, and IBRX. Do you want
you're not even in CRISPR?
Nope. What do you want me to chart?
It's the next one on your list was the next stuff on your list is all the Bitcoin stuff.
No, I want to do Apple. Let's do Apple.
Yeah, we must do Apple and IBM.
I'm just going to text you, Kamal. I apologize for not doing it, but I didn't want you to blame me in case I was wrong.
No, I'm not going to blame you.
You see, I saw it on Friday that it broke this support. I said, I hope Kamal gets out. It looked very unfavorable to me. Of course, I didn't know about the bad news from the European Union, which happened today. I could not know that.
You see the bottom wick where it stopped?
You see, this was a very major low that it took out. Come on.
Right.
Oh yeah.
A very significant low right there. It did close above that on Friday though, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I
But
guess
you see the bottom wick today, just if you draw a line at the bottom wick of today.
all right, I will.
Wow.
It looks like it could be a support area.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I mean,
was
it does have a lot of
looking at.
touches.
But if it breaks below that, then you're looking at quite likely a dip down to this area here.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah.
I was looking at the bottom wick today, and I thought it had multiple hits in the past.
Potentially that could be support. But otherwise, you're looking at 166, and if it gets through that, duck.
Right. Because not even.
I
Yeah.
did not sell any of my Apple. I did not protect it. I'm thinking of doing something with my Apple. I don't know. And Google is another one that I don't like the performance of lately on the mega caps. Did Tesla fall apart today?
Yes.
Yeah. It did.
Another one I don't like. This one I don't own at least. Google I own. Apple I own. I own a lot of both.
Well, if you're in Cathy oil, you own a lot of these.
Well, Tesla you might consider nibbling if it drops down to 180. If you believe Kathy Wood, you're to nibble, if you believe her. Kathy's still a believer in Tesla. It's hard to be a believer right now because the fundamentals suck in the EV marketplace. As buyers seem to prefer hybrids to EV.
Yes, that seems to be the case.
Yeah.
I think what hurt them the most was that cold front that came down and
Yeah, in Chicago.
Yeah, there was lots of publicity, lots of jokes about it.
What comes up must come down, but I think 69,000 gets taken out first. We're very close to a pullback time on this one on Bitcoin, but maybe not for a while. It never does what you think it's going to do. It always fakes you out. So a lot of
even gold went. Gold's on all-time highs, and it went up today.
A lot of people are waiting for the pullback on this one, but I
don't know what people are expecting, that they're looking to get into cash alternatives.
Let's take a look at the 5-year on this. Look how close we are to the all-time high. Practically there, right? What was it, 68.9 or something like that? 68.8. What was the high today? 672? I can't read.
675.
Getting close. 67 something was the high today. 67.
5. Oh, that's 67,580.
67.9. And why can't I'm blind? 67,800, something like that. About $100 away. That's all we are. Look, I'll draw the other line and show how close it is. There we are. Just a drop, 100 points. So tomorrow, let's say it closes above 70. Wouldn't you think maybe tomorrow might be the day we get some selling? Finally, on Bitcoin? Or do you think it's going to go up significantly above the old high before we get a pullback? Any bets on this? Or any thought?
I don't see any reason for there to be any surprises tomorrow.
No, I think we definitely make a new high tomorrow. All-time high. The question is, how do we end up? Green or red?
There's no reason for it to go down.
Except it went up too much, straight up. Look how it looks. If you tighten this up a little, look, you'll see what I mean. It looks like a straight line. Come on. You know what
Yes.
happens when they go up like a straight line, right?
Right.
Fill the gap right in here at 62.9. It could go from 72 to 62 all in the same day. Mañana. A lot of action on Bitcoin, and the shorts are going to come in heavily. I just don't know when. I think tomorrow. I think we make a new all-time high and turns around. But what I'm going to do is shave a little more MicroStrategy and watch it. You know, what else can I say? You know, I don't want to exhaust my supply of MicroStrategy. Even though I haven't touched my IBIT yet, I've been selling off a little bit of MicroStrategy. I will continue to do that if it hits above 70,000 tomorrow. I think that's a signal to take some off the top, even though it'll probably end the year over 100 or 90 around that. I think you want to know my guesstimate for the end of the year is 97,000 on Bitcoin. That's going to encompass a lot of movement in both directions before it gets there. So Bitcoin is going to be very, very, very whipsaw action, I predict, on Bitcoin. It's already in whipsaw territory. MicroStrategy is, you can go nuts if you own or short this one. What to do? I mean, are you sitting on a gold mine or are you sitting on a dynamite mine? It's going to blow up. What are you sitting on?
You know what I would do? I would sell.
But you like to sell all. I like to sell, yeah. You like to lock in your profit. But you could miss your future gains. With a chart like this, you would not be faulted for taking profits. No one would fault you for taking profits, or fault me, or fault whoever. Did I say that that this show is for entertainment purposes only, essentially?
Yeah, I have fun.
Kamal tells jokes. I tell jokes. I heard on a YouTube video the other day a lawyer joke. What's the difference between a herd of buffaloes and a lawyer? Kamal, you know this one, right?
Right.
The lawyer charges.
Lawyers charge more.
Yeah, the lawyer charges. Let's take a look at what else did I say? SMCI.
Yeah,
Notice straight up. What did I say 2 weeks ago? SMCI, NVIDIA, and MicroStrategy are all going to break 1,000. Spike asked me which one is going to get there first. I said, without a doubt, MicroStrategy. And SMCI joined the club today, right?
unbelievable.
Wasn't it over 1,100? Yeah, look, it gave back already. It was 1155, gave back 80 points. Very, very volatile. I think at this point, I think anything is possible. You could go almost straight up to 2,000, or it could correct to 466. Just taking numbers. It's just extreme volatility. I'm holding on to the few shares I have left, but you do what you think on this one. What else?
Well, before we go, if you want to talk about any of the quantum.
IWM, I bought when it was above this line, hoping for a breakout, but I didn't really get it. Came back to what I believe now is
that one.
What was resistance should become support. That's what I'm hoping.
Do you want to take a last look at CRISPR, since I'm on it right now, and I just want to get a feel?
CRISPR is one that I have some regrets.
Well, it's giving back. I'm wondering if there's an opportunity to.
Giving back, you know why?
Why?
Because at the end of the day, it's BioDrug. And that's all it is. It's just a innovative
You're
BioDrug.
on the weekly.
It's innovative BioDrug. It looks pretty much at support. It looks like a good place to get in if you're so inclined. I don't know that I am because I'm raising cash. I don't know whether it's subconsciously or consciously, but I've been raising cash and selling BioDrug. So I doubt that I would be tempted to buy this one or any BioDrug. I even sold half my ibrx, which I think has a pretty good chance of being approved. So that's about it. We did everything.
No, we're good.
All right. So hopefully we covered most of what Darth have to say.
Just hello.
Hello, Darth, and Dr. Chuck is hello, and I think
And Andrew's with us on Crisp also.
Andrew's, yeah. Andrew says he loves it when I get excited. Except I'm not really excited. I'm taking it all in stride. I mean, at this point, I'm used to winning. Every day I win. It's like I'm going to the casino, and the double zero keeps coming up, and I got my money on double zero. So I'm not excited anymore. I expect to win every day.
Yes, exactly.
Adios, amigos. Ciao. See you all later in the week. Happy trading. Bye.
Bye all.